What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fishing is Therapy. It's time to get that therapy, but now it's in a slightly different way. It's time for a mod, guys. I've been looking forward to adding a fish finder onto the Pelican Catch Mode 110. I know a few of you guys had it, but I was doing a lot of research. I didn't see a good, feasible way for people to put a GT54 transducer, not the little ones you put on your Garmin Striker, but a GT54 transducer on the bottom of the kayak. I looked at the ones that you throw over the bow and they were flimsy, they move a lot. I didn't like that. So I was really thinking of a scupper mount. Looked at a few videos out there and I've come up with a website that I found out that makes them, that looks very well. They don't make it for this kayak, but if you're able to modify it, you'll be really happy with the setup. Check out, and I got a few pointers and different things of why I set my fish finder up like this. And I already have a fish finder on my John boat, okay? So without further ado, we're gonna get a Garmin EchoMap 73SV installed on the Catch Mode 110. All right, guys? Let's jump right into it. So I have a Garmin 93SV EchoMap right here, and this is my main unit. I have my mapping unit right here. Okay, this is a Garmin EchoMap 73SV. And man, I was like, I'm gonna buy a new fish finder. I'm gonna put it on the kayak, and later down the line, I may even throw live scope, you know, thinking all that stuff. I said, man, but why would I buy a whole new fish finder when I already have two? How can I make this adaptable? Let's look to my kayak. So ram mount, it's already secure, it's bolted in. This is not gonna be plug and play for me. But I started looking at this ram mount right here. And this is a 1.5 inch ball. I said, man, if I can get this 1.5 inch ball without the screw and I can get it a track mount, I can probably take this 73SV off and put it on the kayak. So that's what I did. So all you have to do is take it off really quick. The mount will let go. Like that. Bam. Got it attached on there. I unplug my wires. And then I'm gonna take this over to my kayak and you're gonna see why I did it. And there's a few pointers to keep an eye out for that's really gonna help you guys with hooking this up, especially with the transducer through the scupper hole. Let's go over and take a look. All right, guys, so look, I got a 1.5 inch ball right here, track mount, ram mount, okay? Convert it really easily. Look, this is what I'm gonna do right here. Put this ball mount right on here, bam. Look how easy that is. That's plug and play right there. And that's all I'm doing, guys, is just putting that fish finder on, boom, look at that. Super easy, super sleek. And I've already took the liberty, since I planned this out already, to run my wires. So I ran my wires right here. There's a huge one issue with the scupper hole mount that this kayak comes with, and I'm gonna turn this kayak over and show you guys, but I don't like it, all right? It created a dilemma for me. There's a hole here that they have it for where you put your flush scupper mount. When you put the scupper mount here, the wire now is gonna be out exposed on your deck. I catch a lot of gar and things, guys, and I know the fish fins are gonna tear these wires up right here. No matter how much you protect them, and it's gonna look ugly with a big black wire coming around here and up here, or straight through here. I'm gonna show you that underneath, why that's a design flaw. I think it should have, the flush mount, this scupper should have been right in here, and then it could have came out and came right up here. But having this wire exposed right here to the elements and the fish and different things like that was gonna cause a lot of issues. Let's go ahead and look down here and see. So the easy thing I also like about this, really quick, I tighten it down really hard. So I like this, when I'm trailering it, I'm gonna trailer it like that. Straight down, I'm gonna tighten up that ball mount just like that. I'm gonna have all these plugged in. Check this out though. So I take off this seat and you're gonna see why I think this is a better area for the scupper hole mount, all right? Lift that up, take off the seat. What do you see? All my wiring can go right here underneath the seat, hidden. I have a Nocqua battery, 10 amp hour battery. I'm gonna put right underneath here and everything will go flush under my seat. You won't even see it, no issues there. I love that design. That's why the scupper mount is gonna be very important. So now let's turn this kayak over to the side and you'll see the design flaw. So look, guys, this area is cut out for a transducer. Looks very nice, I love it. If you look at all the scarring on my kayak, it doesn't scar very much in that area. but I'm like, man, that wiring coming out, I'm gonna have future issues. So I decided to move it down here in the deepest part of my tunnel hole. Try to have it mount flush like that, and it'll avoid a lot of this because the pontoon style will prevent it. So I saw a lot of videos on how to do that. So my issue though was, what's the proper scupper mount? So the scupper mount I saw a lot of people do, guys, was a small one, and it was a GT52, very small, and it wasn't like it'll hold mine very well. So I started looking around. This is what I came up with. I also left one part out I really want to talk about. So how did I have the GT54 transducer? The idea came about because, you know, the 73 SV here, I already have a 93 SV on the back with a GT54 and it's networked. So that's why I didn't need a GT54 transducer. And that's why it saved me a lot of money on buying that transducer. I just had it sitting up in a box. So I'm like, I can pull that out, and all I have to do is buy the power cable for the 73 SV, and I can just put the transducer in there. But the main dilemma came with, how am I going to mount this thing, right? So that's what you want to see. Navarre kayak fishing. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I'll put it here, and I'll link it in the description for you guys to see this product. I adapted this product. This was made for like old towns and new canoes and all the different things. But I love this build because since I have that scupper hole issue in the front, this will work very well in the back with a little bit of a modification. So it's a long boat. It's about 6 inches long. And what I had to do to make it work for this kayak underneath the seat, I had to cut it about 1.5 inches. I had to cut it in half, guys. And you know, you guys should learn how to do that. That's pretty easy to do. So now I'm going to install it. The only thing you need is, it has 2 screws to mount the transducer to it, to this piece. And then you just have a wing nut and a cap at the top. I mean, so sleek, so easy. Let's go ahead and get it installed. I'm gonna show you how fast and simple this is to get on the transducer. So the thing I love the most about it is, the transducer kind of comes out like at a 45-degree angle. This piece is so important. It works out very well because it has the flat side to it. So you don't even have to worry about that. Look, you put it on here. See those 2 screws? Those are the only 2 I'm concerned about. Right there, put it right up, and your transducer is gonna go straight up like this. You're just gonna mount your screws into it. So I'm gonna try to get a screw in really quick on camera for you guys so you can see it, why I like it. All right, guys, so all I did was I just put the screws in, and I would say, since I ran my wire already, it's a little bit more difficult to do at this angle. Before you run your wire, put the transducer piece on, so you don't have to like bend it back and have it at this kind of awkward angle. I was able to just hold it in my hand and do it when the wire wasn't already through. So do that before. So I'm just gonna finish tightening down the screws, get them really snug in there. And this is all stainless steel. And this is just a 3D printed plastic piece. See, look at that. Look how that's gonna sit. That's why I like it, guys. It's gonna sit really flush, and I cut that down. I'm gonna put it right through there. I have to come back and straighten this exactly the way I want it, but let's go ahead and go to the other side really quick. All right, so take a look. Got that to come through the scupper. And all you do is take your piece, put it over the screw right here, the cap, and push this up a little bit. So this is all you're gonna do, is put it through the cap. There you go. I want to turn mine at a little bit of an angle. Now you just attach your wing nut at the top. There you go. Look how easy that is. And you can just, you know, kind of angle it, fit it down a little bit more, but see? Look how that sits on there flush like that. I have it tilted just a little bit. I want it a little bit looser, but you know, you can go back and adjust those little things. There we go, like about right there. Now I have it. And then now I'm just gonna lift up the kayak and straighten that transducer out. I want it straight.
about right there, and just tighten the wing nut down on the other side. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing on this other side because I have it in place now. All I'm doing is tighten the wing nut. Just tightening it down. That's it, see? Tightening it, that snugging that transducer right on it. Now, with my wiring, I think all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie this to this bar right here.
Let's see if I can grab a zip tie really quick.
All right, so all I'm gonna do is throw a zip tie underneath, kind of zip it to this little piece right here so I can have something to kind of hold it like that. Cut that off. And there we go, guys. So all I needed for this is what? Power cable, and I ran through a sleeve. Only needed a power cable. I already had the transducer, and look at that, plug and play. So if you need the whole setup, this is the way it's gonna look, guys. Look at how sleek and how simple that is when I throw my battery there. Look, I just plug in my battery like this, Nocqua battery, waterproof battery, with water resistant battery, right underneath there. Let me go grab my chair. Grab my chair down, and there you go. See? You don't have any issues. Then I just go right to the back right here, lift up my transducer. I've arrived at the spot. I like kind of at this angle where I can access it. And I just throw those wires under there, and this is where they'll ride most of the time because you just take off the housing, right? And I love the 1.5 inch ball because it swivels. And then now all I have to do is put in my power plug, screw that down, transducer wire is off to the side, right there. Turn it around, take it off, and there you go. Garmin fish finder set up quickly. Anytime I want to take it off, grab those plugs, unscrew this, throw it right back on the boat. So guys, thanks for staying tuned. Check out all these products. I think this is a really sleek, smooth method. Look at this. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at that, wire out of the way. Everything's ran nice and sleek. Fish finder, you can rotate it into the way. All you gotta do is take off the front. I think this is a really good method, guys. Thanks for staying tuned. Hopefully this helps you guys. Talk to me in the comments. I'll talk back. Ask me any questions, any little details that I missed to go over, but I want to do this for you guys because I was struggling with understanding that concept and making things really sleek and efficient. Thank you guys for staying tuned to another episode of Fishing is Therapy. Hit that like button. It helps the channel the most. Comment and subscribe. Talk to me because I talk back. See you guys in another episode of Fishing is Therapy. Peace.